I'll see you in the movies.
Legendary filmmakers have always found a home at Universal, from Irving Thalberg to Steven Spielberg. After serving an apprenticeship working in television, 20-year-old Steven Spielberg joined Universal in 1968. Jaws, the suspenseful action movie about a shark bent on mayhem, was his second feature film. It was the biggest box office success in history, until it was overtaken by a number of his other creations. As we stroll through the streets of Amity, this little New England village seems like any seaside resort in summer. Young men thronging around the shooting gallery, people basking in the sun, crowds taking photographs of a great white shark. A great white shark. But this is a movie set, and this is where Jaws turns an elemental fear of the water into screaming terror. But today the sea is calm. It's a good day for a boat ride.
What happened?
Mayday! Mayday! Street 3! Something's out there! I don't know! Help! Send help! It's going to attack! Help! Help!
There he is! Should we go for it? Okay, hold on.
Look! Universal became a true pioneering organization under Carl Laemmle's presidency during the years of 1912 to 1936. He established the star system. Rudolph Valentino received his first screen billing at Universal. Mary Pickford, Wallace Beery, Sarah Bernhardt, Walt Disney, and a number of other famous names either worked for Carl Laemmle or served an apprenticeship with Universal. In 1912, he selected the site of a former chicken ranch 3 miles from Hollywood for his filmmaking operations. Universal City, the first municipality devoted to the making of motion pictures, was opened in 1915. Then, in another unprecedented move, he invited the public in to see how movies are made. visitors' behind-the-scenes experience at Universal Studios Florida goes far beyond anything Carl Laemmle could have imagined. Every facet of movie and television production is a learning and interactive experience. From a backstage vantage point, which until now has been off limits to the public, visitors are thrust into the action of their favorite movie and TV show. Your chance to see it all happen begins with our tour guide in the back lot, where some of the most memorable film sets of the past have been recreated. The back lot is an outdoor area where sets representing distant locations are built. It's so named because it was usually a huge tract of land behind the main offices and sound stages. New York, San Francisco, Hollywood, or a New England village. Universal Studios Florida has more than 40 set streets where on any day, explosive action may take place while the cameras roll. It's Murder, She Wrote, and it's post-production time. The most challenging drama of all takes place after the cameras stop rolling. Editing, sound, recording, dubbing, special effects, mixing, they're just some of the elements that finalize each episode of Angela Lansbury's hit series. They're waiting for us on the set. But when we go into the heart of how motion picture history is made, you, the visitor, will be the star. It's great entertainment because Universal Studios Florida is lights, camera, action. And now we're taking you behind the scenes. Our first stop, Murder, She Wrote.
You know, I am so delighted that you've agreed to help out and become our executive producer. I just hope that they've told you exactly what you're getting into.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Bernice. I'm the editor around here. Now, let me get you familiar with the room. Now, up here on the console all around the room, you got 3 video monitors. Now, from these, we put together your selected takes in the proper order of which they appear in the story. See, to be honest without me, this show would be nothing, and I'll tell you why. With editing, you can make just about anything happen, okay? Now, Jessica's about to see something surprising, but what is it? Well, I can make it just about anything. I can make it a gun. Okay, 2 people kissing. Kiss. Wow! All right. I can make it someone. Whoa. Oh, all right. Back to business. Okay. These are beginning shots I put together for your approval.
That leaves Tyler or Professor Astruc.
Astruc's the murderer. Arrest him, deputy.
The murderer forgot one thing, Deputy, to clean the flour from the mill off his shoes.
No, the director forgot one thing. We need a shot of shoes to show the flour from the mill. Well, surprise, we don't have that shot. So, now, I'm going to show you a little bit of high-tech magic right back here. Thanks. All right. This is what we call a paint box. It's a computer graphic system that paints on electronically, which means I can alter the image of these shoes. Now I'm going to paint on the flour electronically. Okay, put the new version back into the show.
The murderer forgot one thing, Deputy, to clean the flour from the mill off his shoes, Mr. Tyler.
Yeah! Oh. Anyway, looks looks like they need you in sound effects. You guys go on ahead. Remember, time is money, and don't have too much fun today, because the rest of life seems real boring after that. So.
Hey, folks, come on in. Nice to see ya. I'm Chorus, and welcome. This is the most important part of post-production. This is your sound effects stage. Also called a Foley stage, named after its developer, Jack Foley of Universal. Now, most people think that the sounds they hear in a film are recorded live. That's just cute. Because you see, most sound effects are actually created. Okay. Let's hear what that sounds like. Wonderful. Take your seats. Give them a big round of applause.
Hi, I'm Stanley. I'm your sound editor. Not much time left to do the final mix, the most important part of post-production. Slight problem. I got to do an ADR, an automatic dialogue replacement. I need a couple of people. I need a Leilani type. You, come with me. I need a Professor Awestruck, a real slime ball, a real piece of human garbage. You'll do nicely. Come with me. I'm going to run the video sequence, and you'll see it here on the monitor. And you'll hear 3 distinct beeps. Printing will appear. You'll speak the printing into the microphones in turn, your first, your second. And relax. A 9-year-old could do it. Simple. Don't worry about a thing, okay?
A softball? Not exactly.
Okay, the black pearl.
The Black Pearl.
Good. That was good.
Is it?
All right. Good. That was fine. That was good. I couldn't have asked for better. I wouldn't have gotten it. Professor, it's your turn.
Asterix the murderer.
Arrest him, deputy.
It's a lie. Tyler offered to sell me the pearl. Tyler's the one.
Yes, you were brilliant. Yes, thank you. So, do you think you want to be executive producers again?
Nickelodeon is the world's leading television network for children. 2 sound stages are the site of live action programming. While sharing in the excitement of taking part in programming designed just for them, children have a close-up look at how television is produced.
Folks, as you move down here, everybody gather around the GAC kitchen.
Let me hear you say, tastes good. Can you say that? No. No. Okay, green slime, Jonathan says. Oh, Jonathan. Silly, you're supposed to say, tastes good.
Keep that.
Don't you know the rule that if you don't like it, you wear it? Did you know that? No, okay.
Let's see some of the stuff we've got up here. Tracy, I think this would probably look good on you. Yeah, let's see. Turn around. That's good. And you, this would look good on you. What do you think? What do you think? Whose kid is this? Is he dressed like this at home?
Put your hands down. Simon says sit on the orange line and take a break. You guys did a good job.
Movies were our childhood, and that childhood has persisted. There is in each of us the desire to preserve a fragment of lost innocence, to enjoy the discovery and wonder that we knew as children. Fantasy is childhood's realm. It is a legacy to the adult that he or she will become. Its border is limited only by the imagination of its creator. No other type of movie has witnessed a greater advance in production techniques. The possibilities of the unknown stimulates the filmmaker's imagination. Special effects is the wizard's wand that dissolves the thin line between imagination and reality. Two of the most popular movies of the 1980s were Ghostbusters and its sequel. But the full-scale, live-action Ghostbusters set here features the largest single magic illusion ever created. It isn't a movie, it's real.
Hi, I'm Lindy, and welcome to the world of Ghostbusters. On this rooftop, a spectacular battle was fought with an ancient demigod known as Gozer. That was strange. No, there's no such thing as ghosts. You know, I never noticed these sound effects before. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as
molecularized the girl. Some creatures you have seen your fate. Choose and perish.
We did it. Hey, look. It's the girl. You all right? Are you all right?
Thank you, Doctor, for saving my life.
Well, this is gonna cost you, you know. Tell your boss the check can be made out to... Ghostbusters!
Move it! One side! Take this!
The technique of giving the illusion of motion to drawings by photographing them in successive positions began in 1906. During a 50-year-long association, Bill Hanna and Joe Barbera have won 7 Oscars and 8 Emmys. Achievement and innovation unparalleled in animation history make the cartoons come alive in the fantastic world of Hanna-Barbera.
He's heading for Coconut Skyland!
I'll
big old rubber band, boo-boo buddy. Okay, folks, hold on tight.
Rat do-gooders on our tail.
Yogi, keep your eyes on the road.
Surprise! You'll never catch Dustin. Pull up! No! This is all your fault.
After you have come down to Earth again, the excitement continues in the fun-filled, interactive area where you'll meet the animated cartoon characters. Become a Stone Age rock star. Create your own cartoons in a wonderland of do-it-yourself animation. And experience a world of fantasy that comes alive for kids of all ages. In 1902, the 16-minute film, A Trip to the Moon, was one of filmdom's earliest sensations, although its moon dwellers were created with cardboard. The perennial wonder of the universe, of worlds and civilizations beyond our own, was evoked in the enchanting E.T., the extraterrestrial. It's among the 7 Universal movies on the list of the 30 most commercially successful movies of all time. But only here has it become a magical, 3-dimensional adventure. Our adventure begins near the end of the movie. E.T.'s home, the Green Planet, is dying. We are the only ones who can take him home so that his magic can restore it. We must escape the scientists and government agents, and on our bikes, carry E.T. across the moon and beyond the stars. During the ride, we will meet for the first time the fantastic cast of characters on the Green Planet. And now a personal close encounter with E.T. in his own wondrous world.
People, our planet is dying. Find the one you call E.T. Bring him home to the Green Planet. But bring him home. Orpidon is very ill. All the creatures of the Green Planet are in great danger. Our planet's life force is fading. Magdol needs E.T.'s magic touch. Bring E.T. home.
We've got some unauthorized people entering the base. Wait, they got E.T. They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off.
Go! Hurry, get him! Fly home.
E.T. Go to Dick. Hurry!
Movies have taken us from the arena of the supernatural to the limitless ocean of outer space. Even earthbound exploration makes a quantum leap in time in the 1990 release Back to the Future.
Hello, anybody home? Huh? What are you looking at, butthead? Wait a second. The suckers Doc Brown conned into his time travel experiment.
Now that you're here, time travel volunteers, I can give you your pre-flight briefing. There's a lot you'll need to know if you're to successfully cross the space-time continuum. We'll have to hurry, though. With Biff still on the loose, anything could happen. Biff!
Hasta la bye-bye!
My time travel volunteers. You and you and you. You're my only hope. The 8-passenger DeLorean is just beyond that door where you're standing. I can pilot by remote control from here, but I'm going to need you to help me navigate. You've got to catch Biff. The fate of the entire universe rests in your hands.
Doc, all pre-launch system checks are complete.
That's our
We will board Doc Brown's Wonder Car and enter a new dimension for the most awesome ride of our lives. Hold tight as our time-traveling thrills and excitement begin. 7-story high Omnimax surround screens and Cinemagic special effects put us in the very heart of the action. Space-age flight simulators hurl us headlong on a breathtaking odyssey across the eons into the dawn of time.
The impact between the two vehicles should send us straight back to the Institute.
Throughout the century of cinema, the world has yearned for stories to be told by the means of moving images. In 1915, Carl Laemmle promised to make the world laugh or cry or sit on the edge of their chairs. So it has been and will continue to be. First, we watch the movies. Now at Universal Studios, Florida, the illusion has become reality. As we go into the future with increasing ingenuity of technological effects, no limit can be placed on the possibilities of tomorrow. For this is Universal Studios, Florida. This is fantasy and magic. And now, let's go and ride the movies.